guys, Lemmy here. Welcome back to another art video. It is Saturday, so I'm actually getting this to you late. And I know I normally upload on Fridays, but this picture was so involved, it just took forever to actually finish. So I guess a little late is better than never, or a little bit late and better quality is better than bad quality but earlier? I guess. So today I am drawing a picture of the crystal gems from Steven Universe, but I'm doing a little bit of like a redesign with their costumes, and I'm kind of modernizing them a bit. And I guess what inspired this was I live pretty close to New York City, and when you go to New York City, it's a pretty unique place, and there's a lot of different kinds of fashion and all that. And so I kind of tried to put them in clothes that I think that they would wear. And in the background, I put a cityscape, and I also put the Empire State Building in the middle. It probably doesn't look like the Empire State Building because I can't draw buildings, but I tried, and then I just kind of went with a more stylized look for it towards the end, where I made all the lines into windows, even though they're not really windows. They're more like, I guess, columns or something, but I went for this weird look, and it's highly stylized. So you'll see that because in some points of the video, you can see my hair, and it's like blocking part of the image, but you can see that they're sitting on these blocks, and I decided that those blocks were going to actually be kind of like abstract buildings later on, but I also wanted the colors to overlap on one another to create more shapes. So you'll see like certain points where when I start coloring, it looks like those old commercials, or like, I guess, kid shows where people would be standing there talking to you. I guess it's like PBS or something, where they would have those really tacky backgrounds with the abstract shapes. That's kind of what it looked like at a certain point, but then I added little rectangles in there to try to make it look like they were lights of a building, so that kind of pulled it together a little bit. So I went with the cityscape. That the coloring was inspired by, I guess, the pilot episode of Steven Universe. There's like a poster if you search online. That was the coloring that was inspiring the cityscape, nightscape in the background. And then in the foreground with the blocks, to the right and the left, I put flowers, because there was an episode where they kind of learned about how Rose used to go over and make the flowers bloom, and then they had little rose quartz gems in the flowers and that. So I kind of took the colors from there. Because the cityscape was a nightscape, I decided to make the flower portion on the bottom kind of like a daylight sort of thing, so that the colors could kind of evenly be distributed. But also, because I made around the circular area in the center a pink, I kind of wanted to bring that down towards the bottom as well. So that's kind of how the flowers help towards the bottom, to kind of balance the picture with all the pink in it. And if you can read my horrible handwriting, around the center portion, that's a circle, I wrote the theme song, or the opening song, and it just so happened to work out that the whole thing fit there, and then I could put Believe in the sky portion next to the Empire State Building. But I kind of wanted it to meld into the background, so I used a blue gel pen, and then it was too melded into the background, so then I had to highlight it with the white gel pen. But I have the whole theme song there, and then you see Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, so that, those words didn't show up in the picture, but you see them there. So it's kind of like the whole theme song in one picture, kind of weird like that. But I wanted to make sure that I put plenty of references to rose quartz as well. And yeah, it was so time consuming. I turned all of their gems kind of into jewelry, because it was like a more modernized sort of take on them. I wanted to like maybe make it look a little bit more natural And I changed Pearl's hairstyle a little bit, and I changed Garnet's hairstyle a little bit, and I covered her third eye up with the chunk of hair, and I gave her more fashionable sunglasses. But I kind of tried to pick outfits that I think would fit them. And I really like how Amethyst turned out. She has the, like, I love New York little heart thingy on her hat. I was going to make it a Yankee hat, like a New York Yankees, but you can't see the front of it, so that never really actually happened. And then I looked up the New York Giants, like, jerseys or something, but I didn't really think it was going to be that, honestly. When I first did the jersey, it was just, like, a very generic one. And then I kind of looked up their outfits, and then I took a color scheme from that and just colored the shirt like that. So it's not really an official jersey of any sort, but I figured it would work. But I tried to pick some colors that you would normally see in their outfits, you know, in the show. So Pearl has some yellow and some bluish tints, and then I decided to give her teal kind of colors to break that up a little bit. And with Garnet, I added the red shirt, but I also made the pants blue because of sapphire and rubies, so I kind of did that. And then I just felt like if I gave her black boots, then that would meld into the buildings too much, so I gave her just some leather brown boots because I figured, it kind of matches with her hair a bit. I don't know. And then with Amethyst, I didn't really put that much purple in her, but she has purple skin, so I felt like that kind of evened it out a little bit. And blue and red make purple, so I figured, like, okay, this kind of works anyway. And then I had the dark navy purple color, which is the color of her pants anyway, so I figured it was close enough. You know, it's kind of close, and I really like how it came out. It did take a very long time, so I'm sorry that it's a little bit late. This is actually, before I forget, the wild card winner for my last suggestion video that I had. I still haven't gotten around to finishing all of your suggestions just yet, but this was the wild card because a lot of people were asking, you know, do Garnet, do Pearl, do Amethyst. So I kind of just took a whole bunch of the suggestions and put them together into this little compilation thing, and this was the wild card winner. So there's two more suggestion video winners, which would be Lapis Lazuli from Steven Universe, and also Varric and Julie from The Legend of Korra. So keep an eye out for those because those are the next speed paints I'm going to do. I do have quite a few more reviews I want to do, namely two. I'm going to be reviewing the Sakura jelly rolls, which I used a ton of them in this picture, and it really kind of made it what it is. So I love Sakura jelly rolls. I'm doing a review on those, and I'm also trying out some new markers. They're the chameleon markers. I don't know if you guys have heard about them, but they're really interesting and different. So I haven't actually used them to color just yet as I'm doing the line art for that review, so I'm really excited to see what I can make with those markers, because I think they might be a good Copic alternative with like a limited like number, a limited set of markers. Like I think it might be a really strong set of 20 markers that you can do a lot with. And they're alcohol based, so it might be like a good alternative to Copics. I mean, there's a lot more Copic colors, but I think that this might be a good starter set for some people. So we'll try those out. Don't quote me if they're great just yet, because I haven't actually tried them, but they're really pretty. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. I hope that you guys like this video. I'm sorry that it's late, and yeah, I love Steven Universe. I can't wait. Can't wait for more episodes. Okay, I gotta go, you guys, and yeah. I'll talk to you next week for another art video. Okay, bye guys!